This is high school football on iTalk 1067, presented by Sholo Ford, produced by White Mountain Youth Productions in cooperation with iTalk 1067 Radio. High school football is also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Black Diamond Auto Glass, Sunrise Park Resort, Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Summit Regional Medical Center, Octopus Car Wash, and Mountain Mobile Auto Glass. And now, Sholo Ford presents high school football.
Brought to you by the Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, now with a 24/7 locksmith. Next time you're locked out of your vehicle or just need a key made for your home, you can contact the Ace Hardware of the White Mountains. With their 24/7 locksmith, their mobile unit will come to you. That's the Ace Hardware in Pine Top, Sholo, and Heber Overgard. And starting for key players of the game, we're going to talk a lot about Ethan Ramage tonight. He's the starting quarterback. Gets his first career varsity start tonight at quarterback. The 6'2", 158-pound junior is taking the place of Traegon Standerfer, who was the quarterback the last 2 years here for Snowflake, and getting more mobility in the backfield and making sure that he and Ramage are on the field at the same time facilitated a move to him to be a tight end. So our first player is Ramage. Our second player to talk about is Traegon Standerfer. We'll see how he does at the tight end spot.
5 and 4, is that correct?
And we'll go downstairs now and get our opening tip.
That means if you make a nice hit, a nice tackle, I want you to help that guy up or walk away. If you make a nice play with that ball, I want you to set it on the ground or hand to the nearest official. Keep the game moving. Those are your only options. You're the captains. Take charge of your team and show them what it is to be a leader, all right? Yes, sir. All right. You're my visiting team. You're my home team. Tails, heads. Heads and tails. I'm going to flip it. You call it. Repeat what he says. If I drop it, we'll do it again. What is your call? Tails. Tails. His call is tails. It is a heads. You have won the toss.
We like to defer.
You want to defer to the second half. Which receive? You want to receive. Which way would you like to get?
What?
Which way would you like to get? That direction. Turn around, swing, defend your goal.
Well,
there's a toss, elect to defer. Keep receiving down here. Good luck, guys. Come on, shake hands.
So Snowflake wins the toss and defers to the second half as we continue with our Ace Hardware key players of the game. About David Brimhall. Is another guy to watch for. He's a senior. And also tonight we'll look at Cody Fox. Cody Fox is a senior, and Brig Turly is our other key player of the game here tonight. Brig Turly, a junior running back. We'll go now to the Safford players with Mike Granil.
We'd like to also remind you now, Snowflake has entered the 21st century. Our concessions is now accepting debit cards. So there are multi-sport family passes. Those costs are $300. Multi-sport 10-game pass and punch card is $40. Family flat pass for football, volleyball, and basketball are $100. So if you like or are interested in that, you can either buy that online or you can buy that at the gates today.
Also, the return of C.J. Scrivener, just a sophomore. He finished third in 200-meter hurdles as a freshman last year.
We're set for the kickoff.
Scribner
teed up.
Brimhall
with the kick.
That's Devon Andrews.
Andrews with the return, brings it up the left hash, and he's going to be knocked down
Cody Fox
at the 26-yard line by Cody Fox.
Andrews with the return, about 15 on the return. That's where Safford will start. First drive of the season from their own 26-yard line. Way to go, Steve! Let's go, Steve!
And we get set up with our first offensive series of the year.
Are they running Blue Ridges?
Safford Bulldogs set up as we saw Coach Hjalmerson earlier. He comes from Blue Ridge, part of 3 state championship teams, and he at Blue Ridge High School under the tutelage of Paul Moro. And the first play is off the right side, and it's not for much, about a yard on the carry. Scribner with the carry.
We'd like to remind you the cheerleaders are here to get you into the game, so anytime they ask for participation, please participate.
Running that wing T offense. Duros takes the snap and hands it off straight ahead. Robert White on the carry, has some good yardage out across the 30. Out to the 32-yard line, call it the 33.
Yeah, just go here. Hey, get a lead, play down here. Hey, let's go.
Duros calling out the signals, takes the snap, hands it off.
Scribner
On the counter to Scribner, and Scribner it's close to a first down. Yeah, so he does. He has a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down for the Safford Bulldogs.
Tell those guys they gotta get hands off. Okay, get down here. Let's go here. Come on, let's go. Inside trap.
Duros under center. 2 men back behind him. In the I set, they're going to hand it off to the second man, looking for room around the right side. Scribner may have lost it, may have lost the football. Official says no, his progress was stopped. And they'll mark him down for a loss of 2 back to the 36-yard line. Turly on the tackle.
Test.
On the two.
Test.
There's the snap. Hand it off. No, keeper trying to get the option going there, and Duros is going to be knocked down after a very small gain.
Hey! Traegon! Hey, cross! Let's go! Let's run Florida! Hey, you're in too high! You're in the middle!
Brendan Beatty.
Cross! Mike, go! Cross! Mike, go!
Reggie.
Duros looking to throw left side, has a man, and is caught at midfield. That is Robert White on the reception at the Snowflake 48-yard line. And another Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down.
Right in hats on the tackle.
Come on! Hit the tight end, let's go! What? Brig, you should be in! Bull, coach, come in! Here, let's go!
8.5 left to play here in the first. Snowflake.
Tight end!
in trouble here defensively, allowing Safford to get some first downs and keep the chains moving. Now in Snowflake territory.
Scribner.
Pitch to Scribner, he's sweeping right side, and he's going to be hit in the backfield and knocked down for a big loss. Turly on the tackle for Snowflake.
Was it Brig or Sam? Hey. Send David Alpha.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 28 of the defense. 15-yard penalty. First down.
It's PJ Way, our head official tonight, with the call. Wide receiver to the left side, slot in the left side of the formation. Duros with 2 men split in the backfield behind him at the Snowflake. 37.
Andrews.
And nothing there as Snowflake steps up defensively.
Yeah. Jesse Sparks.
Jesse Sparks, the 6'1", 264-pound junior, on the tackle that time for Snowflake. Man in motion across the formation. And on the counter, they give it to Scribner, and Scribner gets upended, but a penalty marker thrown in the backfield. He gets across the 30 to the Snowflake 29. And I believe we have a yellow flag.
Tobias.
Or excuse me, Tobias, yeah, on the carry.
They want to go back. It's about 5 yards.
Illegal motion, number 5, moving forward at the snap. It's 5-yard penalty, replay second down.
So it was Scribner then on the carry, correct? So Scribner's carry erased on the motion call. Second down and 16. Duros resetting the backfield, had his man split, but now he goes with the eye set behind him as he puts Scribner back as the tailback. And he's looking to throw a wobbly throw. It's short, and it's almost picked off at the 10.
Luke Patterson and Sam Rule.
Good job!
I think that would have been caught as you look at the replay there. That looked like it was going to be caught that time.
Patterson and Rule.
Rule came over. Either one of them could have got it. I think Patterson knocked it away. And they give it, trying to find some room off the left side that time. It's Peralta, and Peralta with not much room to work. Back to the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th and 14. Duros brings his troop to the line of scrimmage. And we get a timeout called by Safford.
Offense.
We'll step away. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
I got this.
Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Welcome back. It's the Snowflake Lobos and the Safford Bulldogs. No score, 6:08 left to play first quarter. Camden Smith, Mike's side with Mike Greniel. Mike Caldwell is our spotter and statistician tonight.
Get him going. It's 4th and 13. Get him going.
And Durrell's in trouble, looking to throw. He throws it out of bounds. And a flag thrown, and this could be a first down for Safford. A late hit, possibly, as Durrell's went down late.
Or he might have. No, he didn't down it. Yeah.
Intensive grounding, quarterback. That's going to be loss of down.
Loss of down, we will get the ball.
Even the announcer thought it was the other way.
That is, there must be something we don't understand about that rule. We'll have to get some clarification on it. So there must not matter that he's outside the tackle box. So, as is usual, we may have things confused. Ramage, his first snap as it's not his first snap as a high school varsity player, but it is his first start as a quarterback, and he's going to hand it off.
Brigden Turly.
Left side to Brigden Turly, and Turly, the 5'8" junior, has 2 yards. Ball at the Snowflake 48-yard line. Call it the 49. And play action to roll right.
Brimhall.
Caught by Brimhall. Brimhall, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, first down. First Snowflake.
Torrio.
Tackle was made.
Justin Torrio.
By Torrio. Wide receiver here out to the near side of the formation. High set with Ramage in the gun. Hands to Turley. Turley skirts through the line of scrimmage and gets out to the 35-yard line. And we've got our Summit Regional Medical Center injury report to get to. We'll get to that here in just a moment. Don't want you to forget, though, that Summit Regional Medical Center has everything your athlete needs to get back into the game. With a fully staffed emergency department, advanced diagnostic department, and outstanding orthopedic and physical therapy team, Summit Regional Medical Center is always making advancements to help out everyone in the White Mountains. Ramage looking to throw, has a wide receiver screen. It is caught, and Patterson on the catch and run out across the 30 to the 35-yard line. Tobias on the tackle for Safford. Trips up to the right side of the formation.
Cute. Oh, good.
And
Turly.
Do we have we might have headsets switched here. That's exactly what we're doing. Here, let's switch these around. There we go. Mid-season form for us.
Speaking of not having your offense.
There we go. That's much better. I kept trying to turn you up.
Yeah, where am I?
All right, we had our spotter and statistician in our right ear.
Play ball. Full start, number 51. 5-yard penalty, replay, second down.
So we apologize to the fans back home if you're trying to watch this game. Obviously, we don't quite have everything sorted out for game number 1 here, but we should do a practice run.
We really should. I had a lot of good things to say all that time.
You said a lot of good things. Nobody knows about it.
All lost in the wind.
We know everything about what Mike has to say, though.
Yeah.
Ramage to throw, and he throws right side, and it's incomplete to Brimhall.
You know, it might look like to fans that he missed. I actually think he threw it exactly where he wanted. He saw the coverage coming, just didn't want to take any chances, threw it to where only his receiver had a chance to even touch it and save the possession for the Lobos, as they are fairly deep into Safford territory. So smart play right there by Ramage.
3rd down and 11. Patterson out wide to the right side of the formation. They send Sam Rule, the 5'8", 140-pound senior, here to the near side.
They got the ball in the wrong place. No, there we go. Got to reset the ball.
Move the ball back 3 inches. And now another delay here. I'm not sure what's going on. Let's go downstairs and get our Summit Regional Medical Center injury report with, well, hold on. Looks like...
Did they lose yardage on that play? Oh, no,
like
the penalty before, yeah.
Looks like we're going to get a playoff here. Ramage with 2 men split behind him, and a fumble as Ramage tries to hand it off, and he just does get it back. Let's go downstairs and check in with Ron Everingham with our Summit Regional Medical Center injury report. Ron?
A little confusion running back.
Safford, for Safford tonight, missing their fullback and their middle linebacker. He's out with a shoulder injury from scrimmage last week in Round Valley. That's number 30 he's missing. And for the Snowflake Lobos, they're all healthy and ready to go tonight. A little interesting thing, Camden, before I send it back up, we got 2 coaches on the sidelines of both teams that are of note. We got Ron Tinney over here for Snowflake and legendary Blue Ridge coach Paul Moro on the far sidelines.
All right, thanks, Ron. And Ramage looking to throw here, and it's going to be picked off. Ramage threw that into double coverage. I don't think he even looked at his intended receiver. Arvizo comes up with the interception for Safford.
Yeah, and you're going to see 2 defensive safeties for Safford reading that one all the way, and they both converge on the ball. Either one of them could have had it. Credit Jared Garcia for getting out of the way. And, you know, we saw Snowflake kind of get in each other's way there on their interception attempt, and that time the Bulldogs come up. So turn Snowflake away here in the first quarter.
Snowflake had a pretty good drive going.
The penalty, again, stalled them.
Yep.
Duros under center here for the Safford on their second drive.
But can Safford get out of the shadow of their own goalpost, though, as we get a
false start, number 10.
False start.
5 yards. Replay, first down.
Yeah, Coach Moro, I ran into him this summer. He is officially retired from high school football.
And incidentally, Hjalmerson, I believe, coached with Coach Moro at Poston Butte.
Yep.
So it's not surprising to see Coach Moro here on the side. I wonder if we'll see Coach Moro come back.
in an assistant role only, probably.
And off straight ahead, big hit at the line of scrimmage as Snowflake putting helmets on the ball carrier that time. Brimhall, the first one to get him, and I'll tell you, it didn't look like there was a single person on the a single offensive line on the Safford side blocking on that play.
Yeah, they missed their assignment. Sparks in there as well for the Lobos. So Safford, even though they came up with a big interception, not getting the offense is kind of stalling out, but it's because the speed of Snowflake is just right there, and Safford's going to learn a very hard lesson tonight about getting off the ball a little faster in order to get those blocks down.
Man in motion, crosses the formation from right to left. Duros with no one to hand off. He takes it back up inside though, and gets some good yardage out across the 15. Patterson makes the tackle, and we get an injured Snowflake player.
Yeah, I think it's Jake Christensen. Complaining maybe about a shoulder or something. Nope, take that back. That's a leg injury.
Well, he's going to come off hobbling, but it looks like he's going to be okay.
Well, somehow Duros gets back to the line of scrimmage. You know, last year, Camden, Duros threw 3 touchdown passes. In his 4 games, he threw as many touchdown passes as whoever replaced him did the whole rest of the season. So he can throw. We just haven't seen him use it a whole lot.
Duros with a eye set behind him, drops to throw, and he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Sparks, first player to get him.
Also looked like Turner in there as well.
Maybe Turner was the first one there. Sparks, I think, maybe the second guy.
It's going to be a loss of almost 10 on the side.
So there's the problem right there for the Bulldogs is Duros might be able to throw it, wing it down the field, but it doesn't matter.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Well, at the end of one, it's no score. We'll step away. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine...
Ashley. Well, we welcome you back here to Snowflake High School. Quarter number 2, no score. Safford with their backs against the goalpost here. Operating from their own 9-yard line.
Can't see who the punter is. I think it's Samuel Tobias. Nope. Justin
Torrio back to punt. The 6-foot, 160-pound junior, and he gets off.
Not bad.
An end-over-end punt that's going to take a Safford bounce. Will be fielded on a hop by Patterson. Patterson, a dangerous catch there at the 45-yard line, but he stops the ball from rolling to the 50 and beyond as he stops it at the Safford 44-yard line.
Well, he's got a smile on his face right now, but
he's getting a chewing from the sideline, I think.
That's the only reason he's got a smile on his face, because he doesn't have to come off the field to the sideline. He's got to stay in on offense. Always good when you can play both sides of the ball, because you can just pretend you didn't hear anything when you're on the field.
Ramage sets up in the gun, 2 men in an offset eye, set behind him. They get to Brimhall. Brimhall off the right side has about 8 or 9. Knocked down at the 36-yard line.
Well, Nate Wilms gets him, but not before Brimhall gets well into the secondary, excuse me. And great job of seeing the holes, diving inside the tackle there and making what was going to be a stretch play, turns it upfield and for big yards.
And that's not quite a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down. Our graphics guy getting a little excited there.
Hoping.
Second down and 1. Handed off to the tailback, Turly. Turly trying to pick his way through traffic, going to be knocked down for a loss of 1. Robert White on the stop for Safford.
Well, somehow White got into the backfield early and disrupted Turley's momentum, and that allowed the rest of Safford to come in. So Safford now, the momentum, neither team really grabbing hold of that momentum as Safford has stiffened a little bit here and made a couple of good defensive plays. And we'll see if Ramage goes to the air right here. Great opportunity, great time perhaps for a play action fake, because I'm sure Safford is thinking run all the way right here.
Third down and 2.
As they put 8 in the box.
Snap to Ramage. Ramage throws left side, has a man. It is caught for a first down and more. Rule going to slip the tackle at the 25. Down the sideline. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 20.
Well, and you're going to see Garcia slip and fall a little bit right there. Got tripped up, and that allowed Rule to get a lot of free space. Boy, it sure looked like he stayed in bounds right there, but they mark him back.
Oh, they did, didn't they?
Yeah, they marked him back at the 25. So he must have stepped out of bounds right away, right after the catch.
So a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down now for the Snowflake Lobos. And trip set here to the right side, single receiver to the left. Ramage with a single back in the backfield. Lobos getting their passing game going here in this possession. Ramage flushed to the right side, and a catch to Patterson. Patterson catches it and steps out of bounds inside the 20 at the 18.
Well, a great job by Patterson to find the hole in the zone. Safford playing a cover 3, so he goes past the short man inside, the deep man settles in, and having a 6'2" guy in the backfield as your quarterback, Ramage, allows him to survey that defense, and he finds Patterson, who's only 5'6", but able to see him over the top.
Ramage, pretty good JV quarterback. Last year for the Lobos, had only 2 varsity snaps. And in his first series here, that looked like the only person that didn't know the snap count was the center.
Offensive Ruski, actually. Nobody else knew.
We play second down.
I'm kidding. Yeah, I don't know.
It did. It looked like
some linemen went one way and others went another. And who's on first?
So it's second down and 8 now.
Now this is exactly what happened to Snowflake the last time they got deeper into Safford territory. A false start penalty backed them up 5. They were more than 10 yards from a first down, but that stalled them out last time.
The official scoreboard has not switched to the second quarter yet.
And we get another penalty.
And we get another false start. You're right, Mike. The penalties.
False start, number 51. 5-yard penalty, second down.
Penalties are what stopped the last drive, and all of a sudden we see them. They had a 2nd and 2. Now they're going to face a 2nd down and 14.
Yeah. Not exactly the execution Coach Solomon would be looking for at this time. And not only that, it gives Safford a little time to rest.
Yeah.
Snowflake's been making them go all over the place, and now they get a little chance to settle down, perhaps pin their ears back and come after Ramage.
Patterson out wide to the left. Rule here on the near side. They hand it to Brimhall. Brimhall picks his way through traffic, has some nice cuts, and he loses the handle on the football. Just shy of a first down, but it looks like Snowflake recovers this one.
I'll tell you what, Brimhall does such a great job of picking his way through traffic.
Oh, look at that move right there.
Able to stop on a dime, loses that ball, but somehow gets it back. You could see the urgency. And so this time Snowflake turned around and now making it a manageable 3rd and 1. Last time in this situation, Ramage threw the ball. We'll see if they go back to Brimhall.
3rd down and 1. Single receiver here to the near side of the formation is Patterson.
I'd go to Brimhall myself, but.
Wide receiver to Rule. 2 men in the eye. Offset to the right. They give to Brimhall. Brimhall, first man through, has a first down. Gets it across the 13-yard line. We're going to mark this around the 12, but it's
he is a senior. He's 200 pounds. I mean, that's a big boy that the other team's got to try to tackle all night. Not to mention the physical wear he's going to put on a defense. So when you need those 2 or 3 yards, he's probably a pretty safe bet.
Twin sets to the left and right. Out split wide to the left and right for Snowflake. They hand it to Turly. Turly gets it across the 10. It'll be knocked down inside the 5. And all of a sudden, Snowflake's starting to roll here.
Well, credit their guys up front. You know, they spread everybody out right there. And so it's just one-on-one blocking up front for the Snowflake Lobos. And they gave Turly just enough room. Not quite as big as Brimhall, but he's got good speed, and he gets that line of scrimmage and finds those holes. Picks up big yards on that first down carry.
8.5 left to play here in the second. No score, but Snowflake knocking at the door.
We may see a steady dose of Brimhall now in short yardage.
2nd down and 2. Ball at the 4, and Ramage loses a handle on the football, and it looks like Safford may have come up with it. Ramage got his hand on it.
Nope.
Oh, man. Somehow Ramage rips it back inside. Got those arms on the football and able to corral it in.
It looks like he and Turly had a little problem on the fake, and I don't know if Turly was supposed to hold on to the ball or whatever, but Ramage didn't pull it out of there cleanly, and that's what caused the ball to hit the deck. And credit to the Bulldogs for being right on it and making that one interesting.
Ramage with a single back behind him. Quick throw left side to Patterson on a wide receiver screen, and it's read well defensively as Scrivener comes up from this cornerback position and able to make the tackle.
Well, and that's the position that Eric Hjalmerson played in high school for 3 years, was that free safety, and you can see Scrivener kind of has that same mentality. He's coming hard and fast, trusting that he's got guys behind him, but able to bring down the speedy Patterson. And boy, talk about shooting yourself in the foot. The Lobos had 1st and short inside the 5 and now face a 4th and long.
Trip set to the right, wide receiver to the far side, single back in the backfield is Turly. Ramage from the gun on 4th down and long. He's looking.
Good
penalty marker thrown. Now throws at the last minute. Caught by Patterson at the 9-yard line. It'll be shy of a first down. And I would venture to guess that this is going to be.
Justin Torrio brought him down.
Got to be holding, I would imagine.
I would imagine that they will. Well, hold does not have a loss of down, or it does.
No, but they can decline it and take the penalty.
Right, so they'll probably decline it here. It'll be first down for the Bulldogs at the 10.
Holding, number 6 in the offense. That penalty declined.
First down, Safford. And so right Snowflake has been turned away again. Snowflake for 2 consecutive drives turned away, and this one was probably the toughest one to get turned away on.
They've kind of dominated. I shouldn't say kind of. They have dominated this game, but just cannot get points on the board. Just the execution not as crisp as it will be, I'm sure, in the weeks to come.
This looks like they fixed the scoreboard. It now shows that it is the second quarter. The second quarter is brought to you by Northland Pioneer College. For the lowest tuition in the state of Arizona, go to Northland Pioneer College. Snap in hand here to Scrivener, and Scrivener stacked up and driven backwards.
Well, they're going to give him a yard, but White right up there in the front. And unfortunately for the Bulldogs, not enough speed up front. The guard pull in there that time, just not fast enough to get White before he had a head of steam, which just kind of clogs up the whole works when you're trying to run a wing T, which is predicated on timing. You got to have good timing when you run those traps inside. And Safford, lack of explosion off the ball, not allowing them to do that.
2 receivers out wide to the right side of the formation. Slot lines up on the right side. Duros under center with 2 men split in the backfield. Takes the snap, runs the option right side. He keeps it, and he'll be knocked down at the 10-yard line. No gain.
Well, Duros does a good job that time of reading it. Just doesn't have the speed to get outside before defensive ends over there. Who did we say was on that tackle? Beatty, and Beatty over there on that tackle. Just, you know, when the defensive end can force you to pull it and then he still makes the tackle, just not enough speed. You got to get around that end if you're going to pull it, and Duros not able to do that as far as his speed.
Duros on 3rd down and 7. Play action. Rolls to his left, throws. It's going to be incomplete.
Had 2 guys open that time.
Tobias, the intended receiver.
Tobias and White on the same play. They picked up a big first down in the first quarter. This time, Duros throws it, was very underthrown, and he was not under any pressure. He was rolling to his left, which is always a little tougher, but no excuse for missing that one. That'll be an easy one in the film session next week to kind of take apart.
Set to punt is Torrio. Torrio gets hit as he punts, and that's going to be a first down for Safford. Christensen fumbles. Safford's going to get it at midfield. At Snowflake's 49-yard line.
Boy, all kinds of errors for the Lobos that time as Christensen actually calls for the fair catch, but just goes right through the breadbasket.
This penalty will be declined. It would have been a roughing the kicker penalty that would have given Safford a 15 yards and a first down at around the 20-yard line, 25-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker. The penalty declined. First down.
So instead of from the 25-yard line, the Bulldogs are going to get it on the turnover. Good news for Snowflake is they avoid another penalty, but the bad news is they give up the football at midfield.
Either way, it would have been Bulldogs' ball, but this one's a little bit worse.
Wait a minute, whistle, guys. Wait a minute, whistle, all right?
Half at midfield. Boy, and plenty of time left if Safford can just get something going offensively, but I think they're going to have to go a lot more misdirection and try to catch the Lobos speed going the other way.
Here's the snap and the counter blown up in the backfield. Duros can't get to it. Snowflake is going to come up with the loose ball. And coming up with it for Snowflake is Bryden Hatch.
Wow. That was ugly in so many ways.
Nice job that time by Sparks. Jesse Sparks gets in the backfield and completely blows that play up.
Yeah, and you know what? Cameron McGee did a smart thing there. He just hit Duros out of the way, so he had no chance to go after and try to recover that fumble. But boy, the penetration by Snowflake again, just too great. Not allow, that play took so long to develop. They had no chance with Snowflake's speed. We have an equipment timeout.
4:57 left to play here. In the half, Snowflake gets the ball back at the 42-yard line, 41-yard line. They give to Cody Fox. Fox straight ahead has 2 yards.
And I think that's his first carry of the night, and that's somebody who we thought would be featured a little bit more, but perhaps they're giving Brimhall a little bit of a rest.
2nd down and 8 coming up now for the Lobos. Last year these two teams met. It was a 13-10 victory for Snowflake here at Snowflake High School.
Yeah, we could get another low-scoring affair here if these teams can't execute a little bit better.
Patterson comes wide to the right. 2 men set in the backfield with Ramage. Ramage pitches to the tailback Turly. Turly cannot get back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose about 3 yards as Wims and Bogner wrap him up for the Safford Bulldogs and knock him down for a loss of 2.
Yeah, Wims back there as well. Safford this time getting a little bit of enough penetration. And there we see where Snowflake, the pitch by Ramage is something that he'll have to focus on next week. It was too high. It took a long time to get to Turley. That's what allowed Safford to get in the backfield and blow that one up.
You see a great shot of Ramage right there. Being set for the snap in the shotgun. Takes it, hands it off. Second man through left side. That is Turley. Turley can't quite get to the edge. Tobias catches him from behind after Turley has about 3 yards, but he had a lot of green out in front of him.
He did.
He was able to get away from that tackle.
That's a big tackle by Tobias for the Bulldogs, and now time starting to be a little bit of a factor for Snowflake. And 4th down, this is going to probably rest on the arms of Ramage. We haven't seen him come up too big in these pressure situations, but he's getting plenty of opportunities.
Trip set to the right, all in a bunch on the right side. Ramage looking to throw on 4th and 6. Throws right side, has a man. It's Patterson, caught for a first down, slips a tackle, and will be knocked down inside the 20 at the 19. Terrio on the tackle for Safford.
I'm pretty sure if I'm a Safford defensive backs coach, I'm telling my guys, hey, why don't we find where Patterson is every single time? He was so wide open. Credit also the offensive line. Ramage had plenty of time, but Patterson just doing a great job of getting to the open spot, settling in there, and Ramage finds him.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down for the Snowflake Lobos. I want to remind you, tonight's contest brought to you by Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce. Best place to buy your next car, truck, van, or SUV. Ramage in trouble, steps up, slips one tackle, but will be knocked down at the 16-yard line by Michael Gonzalez. Picks up about 3 or 4.
One thing that Snowflake is doing really well is just spreading out the defense of the Bulldogs and allowing a lot of running lanes. Even though Ramage had to pull that one, he really had a lot of room to run. Gonzalez just got a big paw on his jersey to slow him up. Otherwise, Ramage probably had quite a few more yards in front of him.
They're going to send, look like they're going to send 4 receivers out to the left, but now they bring Rule here to the wide to the right side. Trips at left. Ramage with a single back in the backfield. They give to him. That's Fox. Fox slips a tackle, spins to the 10-yard line, close to a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down. Yard to gain is the 9, and they'll mark him back at the 11.
Well, now Brimhall is going to go back into the game for the Lobos, and again, short yardage situation might be a good chance to give it to him, but Safford, one thing that they're doing that they're going to have to get a little bit better at is they're sitting back waiting for blockers, ball carriers, whatever, and no good if the Lobos are coming at you full steam ahead.
3rd down and 1 from the 11. Hand to Brimhall. Brimhall carries some tacklers with him across the 10 and will get down to the 6-yard line. Good for a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down.
Now, last time they were my recipe for success is give it to Brimhall every time. I mean, he's got 6 yards to go. You got 3 or 4 plays. Shouldn't be a problem for the big fella.
I agree.
You got 3 timeouts. No big deal.
Rule wide to the left. Patterson wide to the right. Ramage with a 1st and goal from the 6. Give to Turley. Turley is in for the touchdown off the right side.
Well, they didn't give it to Brimhall, but they did keep it on the ground. Give Ramage an opportunity to have some success without putting too Safford looks a bit tired, too.
The Lobos with their first score of the ball game.
And it looks like the Lobos going to go for 2. Interesting, Snowflake has never really had much of a kicking game. with all their athletes that they have.
Yeah, they're going to go for 2. Trip set right, single receiver left. They look right, then throw back to the left side. It is caught by Rule for the 2-point conversion. Rule wide open, and they tack on 2, and it's 8-0. Snowflake with 38 seconds left to play in the first half. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Sholo and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
Well, we just missed a big hit. Cody Fox able to come up with a huge hit that time to upend
DeJuan Andrews.
Andrews, who was on the return after the kickoff.
Well, 33 seconds. I wouldn't be too surprised if Safford doesn't just take a knee. Their guys look pretty gassed over on the other side. We saw that on the 2-point conversion. Not much of an effort by Torrio on the coverage of Rule. He was well wide open by quite a few yards.
Under center.
Duros takes the snap, hands to Andrews. Andrews slips out of a tackle. He could go right side. Nope, has one man to beat. He'll slow him up, and he'll get caught from behind. He's out to the 50-yard line at Snowflake territory. He's dropped down at the 48. Looked like he was all tied up here.
All covered up right there. Busted play. Credit Andrews. He says, you upend me, I'll show you.
Timeout offense.
Timeout on the field. We'll keep it here as Safford picks up a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down. Want to remind you that today's contest brought to you by Northland Pioneer College. For the lowest tuition in the state of Arizona, go to Northland Pioneer College.
Concession sponsors, Smokehouse.
Didn't save their timeouts. They only have one left. Unless they're planning on going to the air and hoping if they have an incompletion, it stops the clock. But the clock would have stopped until the chains got set. Well, those chains had to go a long way, and my guess is, like most chain crews, they're not exactly the fastest guys in the neighborhood. So use that time right there to get your play set and save the time, save the 2 timeouts for your last 2.
Yeah, clock was stopped with 22 seconds. But Safford wants to make sure that they get a good play and make sure that they get this done here. St. John's up 22-0 or 21-0 in their game against Tempe Prep.
Safford has ran 2 rollouts to the left with Duros, and they've been open both times. We'll see if they go to that here.
First and 10.
At the Snowflake 48, 1st and 10. Duros straight drop, throws right side into double coverage, and his receiver tries to come back for it. Looked like he was grabbed that time, and penalty markers fly in.
Yeah, Jake Christensen on the coverage and kind of got caught not looking back at the ball. And so when the receiver came back for it, he got in trouble.
Pass interference. Defense, number 10, 15, and then first down.
The problem is Christensen just didn't know where the ball was and just got tangled up with the intended receivers. Duros has not shown the ability to throw a very good ball. He's thrown one decent ball so far tonight and missed on about 4 or 5 others.
Wide receiver to the far side. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down on that play, and now Duros under center.
If he's going to roll, he's going to roll right. Yep.
Trying to roll right. He's picked up there, and he throws
that's
it.
For sure.
That should be an intentional grounding, and it is.
Grounding. He threw it. The stands were the closest intended receiver.
Looks like possible. We'll wait for the calls here.
But yeah, lots of laundry on the field right there. But Duros, credit, I think it was Sparks closing up the outside over there. Duros had to turn back in. He was trying to roll right, which the formation kind of led him to that. And Sparks did a good job of containing and forcing Duros back inside where he had nowhere to go. So now they got to discuss all the different options. For sure the intentional grounding, which the loss of down is not that big a deal with only 10 seconds left.
Intentional grounding, quarterback, spot foul, loss of down, second down. Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Oh boy.
And an assistant coach. 15-yard penalty. Replay first down.
Offsetting 15. Penalties.
No, I think that one was both on Safford. I think.
Forward, right? No, they're both against the team.
Both of them against Safford. All right.
Going that way.
15, so I'm going 20 yards.
So, that was the most obvious.
From here, from this spot. 15 from here.
Intentional grounding.
It's a spot foul.
The first one I might have got a penalty on.
We have an unsportsmanlike on white, and that's because of the assistant coach.
And so we did get an explanation there from the head official, PJ Way, that was on, both of them were on Safford. So now look at Safford. Safford had it. Second and 10 at the 32. Now they're going to be all the way back at the 41-yard line.
You can't take a knee because Snowflake's got all 3 timeouts, but you're going to have to at least run it.
Second down and 37 to go. Looking to throw. It is
intercepted.
Duros going to be picked off at the 38. And it'll be run back to the 36-yard line. Mason McKinley on the pick for Snowflake.
Well, again, Duros well underthrows this ball, and McKinley just had to sit there. And again, Snowflake almost got in his own way again as Jake Christensen swiped at that ball, but luckily for everybody else on Snowflake, he missed it.
Well, that'll end the first half of play. It is Snowflake up 8-0 as we go to our Sunrise Park Resort halftime show. Don't forget, great time to check out all of the deals at sunriseskipark.com if you're looking for discounted season passes. Also, information coming soon on their winter whiteout sale and their junior pass promotion coming up in October. All the details will be available at sunriseskipark.com. That's sunriseskipark.com. We'll step away, back with our Sunrise Park Resort halftime show when we return. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk 106.7.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so we can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain sports.
Welcome back to Snowflake High School. Shot of the Safford sideline over there. And our halftime score 8-0. As Safford fans haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here in the first half, and they not a lot of them here to cheer anyway, but as we see on the far side, Snowflake looked like the stands were going to be empty at the start of this game, but Snowflake fans have really turned out, started to fill up the stands here. There's still some empty spots, but a lot more than there was at kickoff. I was a little surprised that we didn't see more out for this start of this game. Of course, first game of the season, and everybody trying to decide if this is going to be entertaining or not.
Right. Well,
so far it's been pretty entertaining.
Maybe not in a good way.
No, well, it hasn't been cleanly played, but an 8-0 score is not bad, at least for us.
They've gone up and down the field quite a few times, and then had some exciting things happen on both sides of the ball. So, yeah, you're right. But I'll tell you, for Safford, you know, we showed their sidelines. It is going to be tough for them to score, I think, tonight.
8-0 Snowflake here at intermission. Let's take a look at the only scoring drive in the contest. Neither team able to score in the first quarter. Snowflake turned around twice, or turned away twice. Approximately 48 yards. And scored on a six-yard carry by Turly. A 2-point conversion on a pass from Ramage to Rule is the only score in the ballgame, 8-0. We'll step away, back with a look inside the numbers to tell the true story here at intermission with our spotter and statistician Mike Caldwell. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Sholo and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, lit to smile, love your smile.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu. When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Welcome back to Snowflake High School and our Sunrise Park Resort halftime show. It's 8-0 Snowflake here at the break. And great looking shot there of the crowd here at intermission. We go now to our spotter and statistician, Mike Colwell, with a look inside the numbers. Mike?
Well, the numbers show that Snowflake's kind of dominating the game, but they've just had some untimely penalties. Let's start with Safford first. I don't know if it's a credit to Snowflake's. Snowflake's defense has played pretty tough. Doyle's has been held to 1 for 3 passing for only 14 yards, and then he has an interception. Rushing, they've been totally shut down. C.J. Scribner, 4 carries, -1 yard. Robert White's the only one that's kind of got positive yards, 3 carries for 23 yards. Devon Andrews actually has 3 carries for 22 yards, but 21 of them are a 1 carry. So he had a carry for 0 and then a carry for -1. So Snowflake's really shut down Safford's rushing attack and their pass attack. They rushed 14 times for a total of 39 yards and passed for 14. Snowflake, on the other hand, has had a little bit more success. Ramage has been 5 for 7, 67 yards. He did have the pick. David Brimhall has been really productive, 4 carries, 43 yards. Brig Turly's had Snowflake's outgaining them on the ground and in the air. It's just penalties that have hurt them, although penalties have hurt Safford too. So it's kind of a tough game right now as far as execution.
Yeah, it hasn't been real cleanly played. A couple of scores to get out to you. Sholo has traveled. No, Round Valley has traveled to Sholo tonight, and it's 7-0 Round Valley at intermission. A region game tonight, incidentally, played in Winslow. Blue Ridge and Winslow playing at Winslow, and they are tied with no score at the break. So
genius scheduling.
Yeah, kind of interesting to play a region game right out of the gate, but Blue Ridge has got one tonight, and they are in a pretty tough defensive battle up there. So far, if we're to give you an idea of what the White Mountains football teams are going to be like this year, it doesn't look like there's going to be a lot of scoring.
Strong defenses. You got to stay positive.
Yes, there you go. 8-0 here at the break. We step away, back with our second half kickoff, brought to you by Northland Pioneer College. When we return, don't forget, go to sunriseskipark.com to get details on how you can get season passes at discounted rates. Now's the time to buy if you're thinking about skiing this next season. It's supposed to be some good snow. Should be a good season to go skiing up at Sunrise. Go to sunriseskipark.com for all the details. Also, keep your eye out there. October promotion, winter whiteout sale, and their junior
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so we can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain sports.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu. When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Snowflake High School 8-0 is our halftime score. We go downstairs. Okay.
Yeah, here with Coach Solomon. Coach Solomon, I know it's the first game of the season, but did you really expect that many penalties and errors coming out of the gate?
Yeah, we were hoping. We worked on mixing up cadence a little bit this week. We felt like that was something we needed to do from last week's scrimmage, and that's caused us some mistakes, and then just some other dumb penalties. Kind of unsportsmanlike that we should have not gotten, and just things like that we know we got to clean up, and I think these guys will see that. Take those away. and we've been moving the ball pretty well. A lot of good things on offense that we've seen, and so we just got to clean that part up, and we'll be good.
What to look for here in the second half? What'd you talk about the boys at halftime?
We just told them we're going to keep doing what we're doing. I feel like we're mixing things up. It's not all run or all pass. I'm happy with what Ramage is doing at quarterback. He's really extending some plays and finding guys open. But we love to run the ball. We love to pound the ball. We got some awesome running backs. You saw 3 of them in that first half, and all 3 of those guys are good. And so we just want to pound the ball.
Okay, good luck. Back up to you guys.
All right, thanks, Ron. It's Coach K. Solomon there with echoing our sentiments here in the first half. Let's talk about some second half adjustments as we get set for the Northland Pioneer College kickoff. Mike?
Well, Coach Solomon talked about it. When you're in the lead, you don't have to do a whole lot of adjusting. I'm not sure why they're all set to kick off. There's still a minute left. But anyway, and as you said, and as Mike bore out in the statistics, Snowflake has dominated the line of scrimmage. And those miscues, if they can clean those up, perhaps some of the excitement, the adrenaline has worn off a little bit, and maybe they'll clean some of that up and perhaps dominate a little again in the second half. As a team, they really need to step it up.
Safford set to kickoff here. It's the Northland Pioneer College kickoff, brought to you by Northland Pioneer College. For the lowest tuition in the state of Arizona, go to Northland Pioneer College. To Rio to kick for the Bulldogs. Turly and Rule back to receive, but it'll be received by the up back at about the 25-yard line, and now out to the 35, to the 40, close to midfield. That's McKinley, who returns it all the way to the 49-yard line for the Lobos.
Well, it looked like Torrio intentionally kicked that one short, and that did not work out for the Bulldogs, as McKinley very excited to get another chance to run that ball, and made the best out of the situation, getting all the way past midfield. So a short field, not what the doctor ordered for the Bulldogs.
11:51, opening paragraph of the third, 8-0. Snowflake with the lead in the football at the 49-yard line to start this drive, their first drive. They give to Turley. Turley hitting the backfield. Robert White.
Well, and Efrain Gonzalez was the first man in the backfield and turned Turley into White. So credit the, we talked about them needing to get off the ball a little bit better. And boy, 2 guys in the backfield that time. Some missed assignments for the Lobos. So not exactly the way Coach Solomon was hoping the first offensive possession would start off.
Second down and 12. Ramage in the gun, takes the snap. Hands to Brimhall, trying to pick his way left side. He slips a tackle around the left edge, gets across midfield, will be knocked down at the 47. Robert White and Tobias combine on the tackle for Safford.
Well, one thing that Northeastern football does not get enough credit for is just the intelligence, the reading of defenses. Safford, their linebackers just sit and try to read what's happening in the backfield. Well, that's too late. Brimhall too fast, too big. Gets into that secondary almost every time because the Safford linebackers are just sitting back waiting instead of reading their cues from the offensive linemen.
Brimhall has proven that he is going to be a tough back to deal with this year for Snowflake. Ramage looking to throw here on third down. He throws up by Patterson. Patterson is knocked out of bounds at the 43-yard line, 44-yard line.
Well, what a surprise. Torrio a little bit closer this time as Patterson able, though, to get free. And Patterson, while not very big, very quick feet, does a great job of running his patterns, too. And he and Ramage are going to connect a lot as their timing gets better and better throughout the year. But, boy, you gotta put a couple guys probably on Patterson on every pass play.
Fourth down, the punt and cover team comes out for Snowflake. Fox to punt from the 47-yard line, gets off a punt that's angled away from Arvizo. And Snowflake will pick it up as it dies at the 14-yard line. So inside the 20. Nice punt that time for Fox.
And what Snowflake really needs to focus on, I think, is some consistency. In that possession, they had 3 really good offensive plays, but they had 1 really bad one, and and that's what cost them from getting the first down. So they're able to make some things happen, but the consistency not quite there yet for them. Now Safford will get a chance to try to rework some of their offense. Going to the shotgun here. Spreading the defense out.
Give to White, and White carries across the 15 to the 14-yard line.
Well, that's one of the biggest plays Safford has had running the ball, as they've completely gone to a different offense here in the second half with putting Duros in the shotgun or the pistol. I didn't really pay attention enough, but he is definitely not under center.
Wide receiver here to the near side of the formation for the Bulldogs is Brady Wiley. Duros having to tell the play to one of his backs as they go full house backfield with 3 backs in the backfield behind Duros. Duros hands it off to Scribner. Scribner right side, able to break a tackle out to the 22-yard line. Looked like he was going to be stopped back at the 18. Patterson hangs on to keep him shy of a first down by a yard.
Well, Coach Hjalmerson going to goal line offense right there, just loading up in that backfield with two lead blockers, and they're just going mano a mano on the right, off the right side, and so Snowflake's going to counter. Put in Bradley Ruiz, the 275-pound offensive lineman.
3rd down and 1, and we get movement across the line, and a false start's going to be called here against Safford.
False start, number 24 of the offense, 5-yard penalty. Let's play 3rd down.
I'm not sure if Duros just went to the snap call too fast, or I don't.
Yeah, Williams was just a hair early that time, but it was enough to get the officials' attention. So, boy, now we see Safford the same thing, that lack of consistency. They had a couple of good plays, but now on that 3rd down, backing him up, putting him in a tough situation. Duros may have to throw, which has not been pretty so far.
So 3rd down and 7 from the 16. And Duros in trouble. He slips a tackle, though, throws downfield, and it's going to be picked off.
Out of bounds.
But out of bounds. Cody Fox had that one caught, but he looks like he fell out of bounds. Duros did a great job just to get that pass off.
But again, well, maybe he overthrew his receiver, but I think he was going deeper. I think he underthrew his intended target again, as he has not been able to get the ball where he needs it to be.
Well, and that time, having shed a tackle kind of threw him out of his rhythm.
Yeah.
Probably hard to push off and make that play as Safford forced the punt here. Torrio will stand at his goal line and gets off a wobbly spiral that will bounce at the 46 and roll out of bounds at the 49.
Yeah, that was a pretty nice punt. That's been the one bright spot for the Bulldogs tonight. Is Torrio's done a good job there. They've had some big plays in the punt department. But the short field, not going to be Safford's friend. They got away with it last time. Well, we'll see if Snowflake helps them out again offensively, but it's going to be a long bus ride home for Safford if they don't get something going here.
Well, the good news for Safford is that they get a touchdown and this game's tied.
Yeah, it's still within 1 score.
So Snowflake, despite being down in Safford territory 3 times, has only come away with 1 score. And Ramage throws to Standerfer over the middle. Standerfer with the catch and a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down in Safford territory at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, Standerfer finally, he probably and so they find him on the line pass, releasing from his tight end position, wide open. Got past the linebackers, and another big target for Ramage, and another tough guy to bring down.
Ramage hands it off left side to Turly. Turly picks his way through traffic and will be knocked down at the 30-yard line. He'll get out to the, looks like he gets out to the 28-yard line. An injured Safford player.
Yeah, Efrain Gonzalez over there went down hard.
Holding, number 78 of the offense. 10-yard penalty. We play first down.
So there we go again. Boy, and Snowflake doing a great job. I mean, I'm not sure. I don't know where the hold occurred. It probably was on the outside, which allowed Turly to get to the outside. But a lot of blockers in front of him.
So Snowflake now with a long way to go for a first down. It's first down at about 25. Call it 20.
I put two guys over here on
21 yards.
Patterson.
Ramage throws. It's caught by Brimhall at midfield, but he'll be knocked down for a loss of 1.
Yeah, I mean, you can live with that. Wilms on the coverage there, but you got to be on Patterson, and I watched that one. Torrio did a pretty good job of staying with Patterson. He's seen that route, but really what's happened is now Patterson has set up that fake. Now he's going to fake like he's coming back, and then he's going to be able to release deep, and nobody's going to be able to stay with him. Will Ramage have enough time to get to him? I'm not sure, but look for that play from Snowflake at some point when they need a big one, and of course they might need one right here with second and a whole bunch.
Second down at 24. Ramage looking to throw. Throws it a screen. It is caught by Brimhall. Brimhall with lots of room. Has a first down and more. It's across the 25-yard line. And a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down at the 24.
Well, Ramage stayed in there, took the shot, delivered the ball to Brimhall at just the right time, and then, boy, you just see the three blockers down the field for Snowflake, just clearing a path behind them, and lots of running room.
Patterson wide to the right, single receiver wide to the left.
Uh-oh.
And Ramage hands to Turly. Turly gets the edge out to the 20. We knocked down inside the 15-yard line, close to a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down, but penalty markers thrown.
Yeah, they're going to get Beatty for holding again. Two flags. Everybody. I mean, he took down Scribner.
Holding, number 52 of the offense. 10 yards. Replay first down.
Coming back.
Yeah, they keep having to reach out to get. Scribner's doing a good job of trying to get to the outside, and they have to reach out to stop him. And it's right out there in front of the officials. When you're on the outside and they see those arms go out, it's an automatic.
That is the 6th penalty tonight against Snowflake. Trip set to the right side, single receiver wide to the left. Single back in the backfield.
Only got 2 guys in coverage here, but they hand it.
Hand it off to Turly, and Turly across the 30-yard line has about 8 yards.
You know, if you're watching at home, one thing that Safford is just doing horribly is their linemen end up 7-8 yards down the field. They're just giving up their chest, and Snowflake just driving them off the ball, which is what's giving these running backs so much room to run and pick their way through traffic. I mean, Safford's having to rely on their secondary to make these one-on-one tackles, and you know, you miss one of those, and it's probably pay dirt for Snowflake.
Jake Christensen checking out of the Snowflake lineup as Patterson comes wide to the near side. 2 men set behind Ramage, who's in the gun. He'll throw right side to Turly, who came out of the backfield. Turns it up at the 30, knocks the player down at the 20-yard line. He'll be inside the 20 at the 18. As Scribner makes the tackle for the Bulldogs. Also in on the stop was Justin Torrio.
He does not look too interested in being out there tonight. I don't know what is going on there. Just a junior with pretty good speed, but Snowflake, the Lobos on the perimeter are really making him pay when he comes up to make a tackle.
Scribner has had quite a game as a sophomore for Safford. You can see why he was a starter last year on this Bulldog team. Hand to Brimhall. Brimhall slips the tackle, makes another man miss. He's going to score! 19-yard touchdown run for David Brimhall.
But again, you just watch and look at all the linemen downfield for Snowflake. And there we talked about the one-on-one tackles. This time the Safford Bulldogs cannot make it happen. Nate Wilms had his last pounds coming at you. Arm tackles, not going to slow him down a whole lot. And finally the Lobos make Safford pay for being on their heels defensively.
I'll tell you what, Brimhall is going to be a lot to handle for any team that Snowflake faces this year. That's been very apparent tonight that he's going to be a load. The point after try is not good for Brimhall, but a flag throw.
They ran into Rule, the holder, and so well, you can see why they went for 2 last time. That's all I'm going to say about that.
So Winslow and Blue Ridge. The tie is...
We have an illegal procedure. Not enough men on the line of scrimmage. That penalty is declined. The try is no good.
So tied at in Winslow. Blue Ridge breaks that tie with a 6-0 lead now with 5 minutes left in the third. And here it's Snowflake up 14-0 with 4:11 left to play here in the third. We step away. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
You've been there waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so we can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain sports.
Well, another short field for Snowflake to score on. That time they went 51 yards and a 19-yard carry by David Brimhall. He also set that play up with a screen pass caught by him. So David Brimhall in the running for a Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store Player of the Game. Mike will get the honors of announcing that at the end of the game. The Northland Pioneer College kickoff by Scribner is returned out to the 39-yard line. Northland Pioneer College, lowest tuition in the state of Arizona.
And for Safford, it's got to be Scribner so far. I mean, he's been the one guy who's coming to play. He's playing forward. He wanted that ball in the kickoff right there, ran up in behind his blockers and pushed that pile forward. He has not left the field as far as I know tonight and has just done a great job.
Looked like he was going to go off there, but now they put him back in, and
he was trying.
Can't afford to put him on the bench. Scribner's father played at Eastern Arizona College. Standout football player in his own right. Duros, high tandem in the backfield. Play action.
Boy.
And underthrows Andrews out on the flat on the right side.
Well, he's trying to be somebody he's not. Trying to throw that ball on the run like he's Brett Favre or something, and he underthrows him by about 3 yards. Yeah, I mean, stop, plan, throw, make the throw. You made a good play action. Andrews was open in the flats for a pickup of 7, and you totally missed him. You're not going to get that many opportunities against this Snowflake team, and now you put yourself in some, possible more passing situations, which has not gone well for you so far.
I want to mention also, at the end of this contest, we'll have our Bilo Orthodontics straight line play of the game brought to you by Bilo Orthodontics. Live to smile, love your smile. And our Deemer's Glass shattering hit of the game brought to you by Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Pitch to Scribner. He turns it upfield at the 40. And we get a couple of players pushing. And it looked like for Snowflake, it was Jesse Sparks in the action.
Yeah, and Sam Rule came up and led with his helmet. I'm sure they're going to get a helmet-to-helmet contact there on Scribner as he came in low and got him in the helmet, and then the extracurricular. I'm not sure that might be offsetting, but the first penalty was definitely on the late. It wasn't a late hit. It was at the head.
Officials sorting it out. They got a lot to talk about apparently. PJ Way with the call here.
All right, I think we're ready. Helmet to helmet.
That's against blue. Number 3. That's 15 yards.
So that was on Patterson, not on Rule.
15 from here.
Going that way.
Yep. And then I've got 55 and what number here? 72?
Hey, keep going,
Okay.
Luke. Hey, keep going, Luke. You're all right. Let's go.
Dead ball. Personal foul. 55. Dead ball. Personal foul.
72 offsetting on that one, so they just go 15 yards on the first penalty.
So Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down for Safford as the penalties continue to rack up here tonight. 14-0 Snowflake. 3 minutes 54 seconds left to play in this third quarter. Ball now in Snowflake territory as the Bulldogs have it at the Snowflake 42. Fresh set of downs. Duros with a full house backfield behind him. Takes the snap. Hands it right side to Scribner, and Scribner has nowhere to go. And some more pushing and shoving after the play.
You know, I'm not sure why it's so chippy. I mean, those are good clean blocks, and half the Safford line didn't block anybody. So I don't know what Snowflake would get too upset about. Snowflake doing a great job from their end positions, going down the line of scrimmage in order to get to Scribner before he can get to his blockers. So we have an official's timeout. I probably is going to talk to him about the chippiness.
Second down and 9 at the 41. Duros tied into the right side. Wide receiver to the left. Looks left, throws. It is caught by Terrell on the quick slant. And he makes the catch at the 30-yard line.
Well,
and will be dropped down by Rule.
He knew the contact was coming, but he does a good job of holding on to that one. And that's the first good pass that Duros has really thrown. Maybe the second. He threw his first pass was pretty good, and so perhaps he's settled down a little bit. We'll see.
I like the quick hits, 2-step drops. I think that's exactly what they need to do to get Duros kind of in sync here. Snowflake resetting the wide receiver. He was set up on the left side. It's Justin Terrell who moves to the right side. Duros signals him over there. They give it to Andrews, and Andrews trying to get to the edge. He won't get there.
You know, the problem is Andrews way back, 7 yards back in the backfield, and for him just to get back to the line of scrimmage takes a great burst of speed. And so by the time he does get there, Snowflake's had a chance to get their linebackers to sniff that one out, get upfield and meet Andrews at the line of scrimmage. And tough to get to the outside from that far out. The power seems to be working a little bit better when they go off inside the tackle instead of outside.
Second and 9 at the 30. Take the handoff. Duros to throw. Right side, deep down the right side. He's well covered. Intended for Torrio. Christensen was stride for stride with him. Got right in the hip pocket. Turns around, knocks the ball away. That was textbook defense there by Christensen.
They picked on Christensen a little bit, and he has not responded well quite a few times tonight. But that time, as you said, Camden did a great job. Actually turned and looked for the ball that time, which was enabled him to knock it away, not get a pass interference penalty. So good job by Christensen that time. Just a youngster. He's a senior, but I don't know that he played a whole lot last year.
3rd down and 9.
We'll have a scoring update from the Blue Ridge Winslow game in a moment.
Duros in the shotgun. High snap, handles it, throws left side. It is caught and knocked out of bounds inside the 30. Torrio on the reception.
Another flag?
And it may have been hit late out of bounds.
Yeah. Good job. Good. No, yeah, it's back at the. It could be a holding. They're talking to Snowflake, so this is probably in the area of holding.
So Safford self-destructing on their in the Snowflake side.
Number 70 the offense. 10-yard penalty, replay 3rd down.
So every time either one of these teams gets on the other side of the field, they throw up some penalties to help out the other team. It's almost like they're working for each other. 2:01 left to play, 3rd quarter, 14-0 Snowflake, and now Safford with a third down and a zip code.
14-0 Blue Ridge on top of Winslow, also after a blocked punt that was picked up for a touchdown by Chase Esparza. PJ London blocked it, and Esparza picked it up and ran it in.
Scribner across the formation from left to right in motion. Duros pump fakes, now goes deep to Torrio, and it's tipped away. I don't know what...
Torrio didn't even go for it. I mean,
Torrio thought it was going to be underthrown. He looked like he was coming back for it, and then he realized that it was overthrown. Round Valley up 14-0 over Sholo in the 3rd at Sholo High School tonight. So lots of 14-0s right now.
14-0s. Tough games early on in the season for all of our mountain teams.
St. John's up 34-6 at the half. 34-6 St. John's over Tempe Prep at the half. And the punt by Justin Torrio goes out of bounds.
And Torrio finally misses one. However, the snap so far off to the side. Kind of had to rush it a little bit and shanked it off his foot. I don't think he meant to kick it out of bounds. Just how it ended up.
Greg Chavez, senior, on the spot over there. Walked to the spot. He was not in a hurry to...
Distinguished gentleman.
Yes. Not in a hurry to mark that one for us.
Yeah, I think he had to wait for traffic to clear. He couldn't see the white hat.
Ramage in the gun, 1st down and 10.
I'd go after Torrio right here. He does not look interested.
Play action, rolls right. Steps up, now throws, and it's incomplete. Overthrew his intended receiver. Looked like there was some contact. It was Standerfer, Traegon Standerfer, who was the intended receiver, but could not get to the ball.
I think Rule went the wrong way. I'm not sure, but he was going left, and Ramage was going right, and now another penalty on one of the coaches for Safford. Official over there has had enough. Somebody's been in his ear, and he has had enough.
PJ Way, your head official.
We have a sideline warning.
See, you're being all mean to those coaches over there.
I know, but he didn't look. It looked a lot meaner than a sideline warning with the look the official gave him. So I can't see it close, but I can still see pretty far away.
1:31 left to play. And the coaching staff for Snowflake is saying that shouldn't be a warning. That's their second sideline warning, but that's the first I remember.
they had an actual unsportsmanlike.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a sideline warning.
Screen to the left side, caught by Patterson. No, that's not Patterson. That's...
Oh, Ruley.
Is it Ruley? Is that how it's pronounced?
That's the home stands announcing there.
Ruley on the reception. Gain of about 2.
I tell you what, Snowflake, home to quite a few politicians, and some of them are on the sidelines. I've never seen a staff work so hard to get calls. But maybe it works. I don't know if it works out for them. They've been penalized quite a bit.
Yeah, sometimes you got to work the officials a little bit.
You do.
It's helpful. Trip set right side. Ramage in the gun. Drops back.
Where's Patterson?
Looks left side. Throws across the middle. It's picked off. Going to be returnable. Arbizo picked it up at the 40-yard line. Picked it off at the 40. Returns it to the 30, and we get 3 penalty flags come in after the play.
Well, he was undoubtedly going after Patterson, but did not stop and plant. Threw it off that back foot. It sailed on him, and then we had a clip right here on Scrivener got Brimhall in the back, and so it's going to be backed up a little bit, but Safford's still going to be in pretty good position because it's after the interception. I think. I shouldn't say that.
Block in the back. Hey. Number 23 on the return after the interception. Hey. 10-yard penalty to the first down.
Hey, watch the big play. Watch the big play.
Well, as you mentioned before, Camden, this is still just a 2-score game. Safford can get something on the board here in this third quarter, early in the fourth. Could make things a little more interesting. As Snowflake has still continued to dominate, Safford's had a little bit more success offensively in the second half.
So Duros in the gun this time. Twins to the right, Scribner in motion. They hand to him on the fly sweep, and they're going to get a procedure call against him.
Oh, I didn't see it, but maybe it was somebody on the outside.
False start. 5-yard penalty. First down.
So instead of first and 10, it'll be first and 15.
Well, the only good news for Safford is it's still first down, I guess, because that was not much of a... That is not the way you want to start this possession. You have it in Snowflake territory. You don't want to end up back in your own. Boy, look at Snowflake in the box.
Scribner in motion, left to right.
Yeah,
they go fly sweep again, and they give it to him, and he is going to be hit.
Good job,
after
guys.
he gets about 2 yards. I'll tell you, Snowflake has shown some speed on the outside that they have not had this much speed, at least compared to what Safford has. Now, Safford maybe, I think these Safford running backs are pretty quick. As we get the final seconds of the third quarter to tick off the clock, it's 14-0 Snowflake. We step away, fourth and final. Coming up next, this is Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
14-0 is our score as we start the 4th and final quarter here. And Safford, after a procedure call, had a 1st and 15. Now they face 2nd down and 13. Ball at the 44-yard line of Snowflake. Full house backfield behind Duros. Duros takes the snap. Hands it off right side. And not much room to work, but a gain of about 3 or 4.
Yeah, the second effort helped him out quite a bit. That was Tobias. Samuel Tobias on the carry. Tobias giving, what's his name, Scribner, a little bit of a rest. He's been gassed out there. And Tobias, that's probably one of their biggest runs they've had, other than the busted play that Andrews had. So unfortunately, Duros may have to go to the air again.
Duros on a 3rd down and 8. Takes the snap, looks right, now throws left, and it is, knocked down, intended for Terrell Rui. Comes in and knocks that one down.
Well, that's on Duros right there. You can see just way too high, and you know Terrell already is not going to be too excited to go up and expose himself like that. And even though Ruli's not the biggest guy, you know, he goes up there and helps out. But that's on Duros. He had his man open, had him for a 1st down, and just missed again, and that's got to be very frustrating for Coach Hjalmerson and their coaching staff, as ultimately so far, from what I've seen so far, Safford just not quite ready to come up here and compete with the Lobos tonight. Too many errors.
Justin Terrell wide to the left. Tied into the right side.
Their best bet's get a pass interference right here.
Duros steps back, pump fakes, throws, nice ball for Terrell. It's caught inside the 10.
See, they went for the pass interference though. You go pump fake, that's like automatic pass interference, but instead Terrell slips everybody, and Duros throws the best ball he's had all night.
That was a beautiful
spiral, right in stride, and Coach Hjalmerson rolling the dice a little bit, and it pays off as Snowflake has been aggressive all night, and it's usually paid off, and somehow Duros able to have enough protection ultimately that time to get that pass off.
Ball at the 3-yard line, 1st and goal. A Mountain Mobile Auto Glass 1st down. And the Safford Bulldogs knocking on the door here, trailing 14-0. There's the snap, hand it to Andrews. Andrews hitting the backfield, knocked down for a loss.
Bryden Hatch on the tackle there, but you know that's a bad place for Andrews, because he is not a guy who wants to run it up inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside, and once you start going left and right, the speed of the Lobo is able to track you down. And that's exactly what Hatch did right there, and they're going to have to give it to somebody a little bit bigger up inside, perhaps. They might have a little better chance of getting north and south.
That is a big play for Bryden Hatch, the 5'10", 140-pound senior. 5'10", 166-pound senior. 2nd down and goal to go from the 6. Duros hit as he throws, and he wanted this tight end. He overthrows him just a little bit and a little behind him. Lane Smith can't come up with it. He was open.
Not the best hands here as he kind of went up for it awkwardly. Kind of lost sight of it, it looks like. Christensen was there on the coverage, but I don't think he was going to be able to make a play on the ball. So had Smith been able to track it,
I think if he throws that,
ahead of him,
have to hit him in the breadbasket to get him to catch that one.
But he was under Duros, also under duress. He had the outside linebacker bearing down on him.
14-0, and a 3rd down and goal from the 6. Snowflake fans trying to egg their defense on.
He's going to go outside
Andrews.
again.
He slips a tackle, and he won't get around another one. Off comes the helmet, and a penalty marker is going to be thrown.
Yeah, it's just too much.
As Andrews gets knocked to the ground, and now he's going to do some pushing and shoving over there.
No.
Not sure what happened to our camera operator there. Maybe
he got personal fouled. Yeah, DeJuan Andrews is going to have to learn you can't go bouncing around, trying to get left and right. It's just the rest of the team is coming, man. You got to get north and south.
6 carries tonight.
Lobos
for Andrews, and he's lost on every carry except for 2.
They're saying this is against. They're saying these are against Safford.
Personal foul, face mask, number 66. Half the distance to go.
Automatic first down.
Half the distance to go. Face mask. Then we have dead ball, unsportsmanlike, number 10.
Okay, so dead ball, personal foul.
So Andrews taking exception.
Those aren't. Yeah, it was Andrews.
Andrews, yep. DeJuan Andrews.
So now they're going to back it up.
Took exception to the
Why
play.
are those offsetting? Dead ball, because one was a dead ball. All right.
That's a huge penalty against Safford. Huge penalty.
If you got to get your crowd pumped up, you got problems.
3rd down and 19. 3rd and goal from the 19, I should say.
Yeah, it should have been an automatic first down with the face mask. But they're going to say 3rd down, so I'm not sure about that one. If they went half the distance, it must have been a 15-yard. I don't know if he called personal foul, though.
Safford, Duros looking to throw. Penalty marker flies. It's picked off. Ruley down the right side. He could go. Ruley, one man to beat. It's Duros, and Duros knocks him down at the 48. And another penalty marker thrown.
I wonder if you get a penalty for trying to hit the flag. Well, Duros just hung that one up in the air way too long, and Ruley made a great play on it. Again, though, more penalties. I mean, just not good.
Ooh.
Boy, Ruley lowered his head.
Yeah, put it right in the face of Duros that time.
Probably going to have a sideline warning as action was heading down the sideline. Oh, my goodness. These officials, though, I mean, it's a pretty good job to be on top of all those.
Let's see if they can. Let's see if PJ Wade can remember them all.
Yeah.
Pick on me, pick on me, pick on me. Take that. Pick on me, pipe and smoke.
Just a second here. We got to sort all this out because there's.
He needs a tablet. He needs to write something. He needs to write this down.
I think there's 3 penalties here. Maybe just 2.
And he didn't turn his mic on, but
helmet to helmet.
Holding and a personal foul. So holding on the offense, personal foul on Snowflake.
Holding
was. If that's holding on.
But if it's they declined it. No, Snowflake declined the holding penalty because they wanted the interception. So holding penalty against Safford declined, and then the helmet to helmet. Yeah, and they're calling it on the offensive player, which I suppose you got to do in high school football because you don't want kids lowering their head like that. That was not a very smart play by Ruley from a safety standpoint, at least for himself. But Coach Solomon's going to get some explanation.
And Coach Solomon is talking to PJ Way here on the near sideline. We'll see if we can get.
It's on now. This is the blindside block.
All right. Well, either way, a big break, a good job by Snowflake, holding firm deep in their own end zone after the big play to Torrio. Where Safford had it, 1st and goal.
Oh, fumble picked up in the backfield.
Oh, look at Brimhall.
Oh, it's Fox. Fox picks it up and looked like it was going to be a 5-yard loss. Fox turns it into a 3-yard gain.
That's a direct snap. That's all that was.
Yeah.
Fox just picked it up off the deck and then escaped a big tackle in the backfield.
Oh, he gets 5 yards on that.
Yeah. He hasn't had the most touches, but he's made the most of what he's got and runs with a lot of energy, which all these Snowflake guys do, and that's ultimately been the difference here tonight.
Ball at the Snowflake 23-yard line, 2nd down and 5. Snowflake up 14-0, 8.5 left to play here in the 4th. Ramage with a single back behind him. That's Brimhall. They hand to Brimhall, and Brimhall lowers his shoulder and fights his way across the 30-yard line for a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass 1st down.
And that's what you're going to see when you look back at this film is when Brimhall, he just ran exactly where he was supposed to run. He wasn't trying to figure stuff out. You run where you're supposed to run. When you get in the secondary, you can start moving around a little bit, but just get going. And that's one thing Safford's running backs do not do. They're trying to pick a hole because and when they think it's there, it's too late.
Brimhall lines up. It's a single back again behind Ramage. They hand to him. He bounces it to the outside. Now cuts it back in. Carries a tackler with him across the 35. Down to the 37-yard line. And how tough is David Brimhall? He is just a beast to bring down.
Well, and I think they're going to give a steady diet of him and try and get this clock to continue to run. They're showing Safford has 1 timeout left, but they didn't give him the 3 for the second half. But yeah, Brimhall is going to get a lot of carries here, but it also could set up some play action, fake it to Brimhall, let Ramage have maybe a couple more opportunities to throw the ball down the field as Patterson lines up wide right.
Single receiver to the near side is Rulli, and they hand it up to Fox. Fox trying to get away from a tackle at the line of scrimmage. He'll be knocked down for a loss of 1. Back at the 36-yard line. And it'll be 3rd down and 4. Call 3rd and 5 at the 36.
Well, Brimhall getting a rest right now, and so Fox not able to get any kind of steam going on that one. So again, the Lobos go a little bit backwards and now have a tough 3rd down pickup right here. This is not a gimme.
Rulli and Patterson are the wide receivers, left and right. Ramage, play action, throws it across the middle, and it was almost picked off. Standerfer had to turn into the defender that time as Tobias was the closest one to it.
Good read by Tobias and a good job by Standerfer to play some defense.
Samuel Tobias, a 6'2 junior for Safford. Almost had a pick there if it weren't for Traegon Standerfer to knock it away from him. 4th down and 5. They will punt it. Fox stands back at his 24.
I don't know if Snowflake's punted.
Arvizo back at the 30, waits for it, takes it at the 30, hit as he tries to get up the left side, and he'll be knocked down by Turly and Justin White.
I don't think we've seen Snowflake punt yet today.
Let's go downstairs and check in with Ron Everingham. Ron?
Yeah, you're not going to see quarterback Duros coming back in yet. He's in what looks to be like a concussion protocol. Pretty neat to see, actually. They have a series of questions that they're asking him. He seems to be passing it, but in today's day and age, with the concussion such a big thing, they've got him on the sidelines, and so we're going to see a new QB here.
That's a huge loss for Safford. Their starting quarterback out. New quarterback in for Safford. He goes option left, and he's going to, that's Arvizo. On the option, he takes it up the left side and has about 7 or 8 yards.
Duros better be careful. He might lose his starting job. That's one of the most positive plays the Bulldogs have had running the ball.
Clock approaching the 6-minute mark of the 4th quarter. 14-0 Snowflake.
And Safford's going hurry up. Oh, boy.
Arvizo in trouble. Slips one tackle, but won't get past the next 5 blue jerseys that pile over the top of him.
Arbizo went the wrong way that time. It was a busted play. He was waiting for Scrivener, and Scrivener never got there. Scrivener just jogging it over there and left his man Arbizo out to dry right there.
Sparks was the first one there for Snowflake, and then he got cleaned up. Mason Carden was one of those on the play for the Snowflake Lobos on that sack. They give him forward progress, though, and it's 3rd down and 11 from the 29 as we see some lightning to the south of us. Keeper to Arvizo, left side. He leaps over a tackler and is able to get out to the 35 and is dropped out near the 40 by McKinley.
Well, all of a sudden now you put yourself in a position where maybe you go for it here. You're down 14-0 with 5 minutes to go. I mean, 21-0 that doesn't change anything. So, you got 4th and less than a yard. Arbizo, obviously a better runner than Duros. Gives you another option. Oh, never mind.
Duros back out on the field.
Well, he must have passed the protocol. He's going to go back and try again, but might have been kind of late getting on the field.
4th and 1 here. Might need to hurry to get this play off. And movement on the line, and we get penalty markers shown, and I'm pretty sure this is going against Safford.
Number 5 the offense, 5 yards, 4th down.
Man, that is brutal. Absolutely brutal. Have it 4th down and inches.
You've got to be disciplined in that
Planning to go for it. Long, hard snap count. Trying to get Snowflake to jump off sides, and Safford jumps themselves. That is tough.
Yeah, I mean, there's just no excuse for that.
Coach Hjalmerson is not going to be happy with that. We get a timeout on the field.
Timeout defense.
Snowflake calls it. 14-0 Snowflake, 4.5 remaining. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
In Sholo tonight, the Round Valley Elks up over the Sholo Cougars 21-8, and in Winslow tonight, Blue Ridge up 21-0 over the Bulldogs. 28-0 over the Bulldogs. As
all the second half.
Yellow Jackets off to a good start of their season. 14-0 is our score here with 4 minutes 36 seconds left to play. And a big 4th down play here for Safford. They're going to go for it. Duros under center. 2 men split left, 2 men split to the right. Single back in the backfield. Quick throw on a wide receiver screen to Tobias, or excuse me, to Terrell. And Terrell is not going to get it. Safford turns the ball over on downs as Terrell was knocked down at the 38-yard line.
They should throw it to Tobias. This is who they should throw it to.
So the Snowflake Lobos dodge another bullet.
Well, that was probably it for the Saffords. For Safford, as far as an opportunity to score here in this one, but just not able to get any offense going really in this one. As Coach Solomon alluded to before the game, his defense he knew was going to be in pretty good shape, and they bent a couple times, but they did not break.
Give this to Turly, and Turly slips out of a tackle, breaks another one, has a 1st down, and will be knocked down inside the 20. Nice run that time, second effort. You called it. Safford just kind of giving up here on tackling.
They kept going after the ball, and Turley did for the ball, which is not exactly how you're supposed to do that. First guy's supposed to wrap up. Second guy can go for the ball.
At the 20-yard line, a 1st and 10 for Snowflake. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass 1st down. Rulli wide to the left, Patterson wide to the right. Ramage, tandem in the backfield. Hand to the tailback, Brimhall. He's going to break a tackle, knocks down another player, and he will lose the football and falls on it in the end zone.
You can't advance, though.
He was knocked down at the 3, lost the football, picked it up after it rolled into the end zone, but they'll mark him down at the 3-yard line.
Yep. Cannot advance your own fumble.
Call up the 2-yard line. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down.
Really love high school football.
Patterson wide to the left. Brimhall's the tailback. They give to him. He's tripped, dives for the end zone, gets the touchdown. 2-yard carry for David Brimhall.
Probably his least powerful run of the night. Got tripped up on a shoestring tackle, just falls forward right over the goal line. So
And it's been a huge factor both on offense and defense tonight. They're going to go for 2. Trip set to the left side. Ramage looking to throw wide open. It is Rulli. And Rulli has the 2-point conversion. We step away. 3.5 left to play fourth. It is Snowflake up 22-0. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
22-0, Snowflake over Safford here tonight. And set for the Northland Pioneer College kickoff. Glass shattering hit of the game immediately following tonight's contest. It's time now for our Northland Pioneer College kickoff. Lowest tuition in the state of Arizona, Northland Pioneer College. Sparks to kick for Snowflake. Hits a onside kick that's going to be covered by Safford. New kicking rules in the NFL. Have you seen those?
No.
Mike? Yeah, they have to put, I believe, if I understand correctly, they have to put 5 guys to the right, 5 guys to the left.
Can't load them up.
Load them up, and you don't get a running start with the kicker.
Oh, what?
The kick team has to line up on the ball.
See. Yeah, the kicker could get a running start.
Yes, kicker can still get a running start, but.
Well, that was an interesting. Yeah, I hope that wasn't on purpose because 22-0 with 3 minutes to go.
First down at 10. Twins right, single receiver to the left. Snap and handed off to Andrews. Finds 7 yards on the carry.
He ran it up inside.
Jason Carden on the stop for Snowflake.
Hurry up offense.
2nd and 2. Call it 2nd and 3. Little miscommunication, and Andrews Had his head ripped off, looked like. Horse collar there.
Yeah, Sparks. Sparks has been in on a lot of those questionable calls, so he makes a lot of good plays, but you got to kind of take the good with the bad sometimes.
That's a great shot.
With penalty marker.
Penalty will result in a first down.
And they're going to leave him in the game, too. That's interesting.
You didn't do anything.
Face mask is the call.
Jesse, you're fine, dude. Good job.
And ball will be marked to the 35. And, Safford gets a score here.
Yeah. Gives him a little confidence.
Not out of the realm of possibilities. Twins right, single receiver to the left. Hand to Scribner, and he's upended.
They're finally going to get Sparks out as he makes that tackle. Nice, a little bit of a counter there for Scribner. They've tried to run that play up inside, and at least he hit it hard that time. Able to get positive yards.
Second and 8 from the 33. 2:20 and the clock continuing to run here. Set a man in motion. Pitch the ball to Scribner.
Yeah,
Scribner trying to get around the edge. He will not get there. Bryden Hatch rides him out.
Yeah, no way. You're just not going to get to the outside. That's a great job by Hatch to dispatch of his blocker right there. Kind of baits him to go to the outside and keeps him leverage so he can bounce it outside. And that's where experienced runners will fake that they're going outside and then come back inside and get again north-south.
Third down and 11 now after the loss on the play.
Holy cow.
And we get a motion.
The defense is making the offense jump. I don't know if you can do that, by the way. Yep, get the microphone.
Ball start, number 72, 5 yards.
Yeah, I'm not sure the defense can do that. I don't know who it was up there, but they kind of threw like they were going to throw a big forearm shiver there, and that caused the offensive lineman to jump.
Well, Snowflake's going to come out of here with their first win of the season. As Duros takes the snap with a 3rd and 16. Give to Andrews on a pitch. Andrews spins.
Big hit there by Taryn Green. Getting some playing time here in the waning minutes. Well, you might as well run one more, huh? With 50 seconds left.
Down and 11 from the 36-yard line.
My guess is Duros is going to the air right here. But Snowflake's not playing very deep.
Offset eye behind Duros.
Oh,
Take the pitch.
See,
this guy,
counter. This guy should have been running the ball all night.
First down by Tobias. Up the middle with the counter, and he gets the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down.
You don't have to spike it, guys. Clock is stopped.
Clock stopped with 31 seconds. Duros under center.
He did. What are you doing?
And Duros spikes it to stop the clock with 28 seconds.
All right, well. But back to that last play, Tobias, he's had, I think, 2 carries now. He's run hard and done a good job with that. So I'm surprised they haven't, well, of course, when you go back and you look at film, maybe see some things, maybe give the young man a few more carries as he leaves the game. But gosh, if I'm Snowflake, I'm throwing some guys in the end zone right here.
I'm telling you, I think Safford's got to score here to take something positive out of this game. Duros looking to throw, 2-step drop, throws left side, and it's a jump ball, and it's incomplete. Patterson was right there, knocked it out of the hands of the intended receiver, Montoya.
Actually, was that possibly Jacob Ballard out there? Or is that, I think that's number 9. They got some, I think they got some substitutions out there. So they might have Ballard out there.
Yeah, Ballard
did a pretty good job.
I think you're right.
Well, he better be ready, because I think they're going to try that one a few more times. They typically only put one receiver in the formation. So
3rd and 10 from the 23. Counter to the right side to Andrews, and Andrews stuffed in the backfield for a loss of 3. Bradley Ruiz on the tackle.
And Safford, looks like Safford's going to call a timeout.
Bradley Ruiz, a 6'5", 275-pound defensive tackle, gets the stop. We get a timeout called. Gives us a chance to talk about our sponsors tonight. We want to say thank you to the entire lineup: Ace Hardware, the White Mountains, Sunrise Park Resort, Northland Pioneer College, Summit Regional Medical Center, Beeler Orthodontics, Little Bluebird Studios, Deemer's Glass, the Indian Pine Restaurant at Honda, Octopus Car Wash, Subway, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass. Also want to say special shout out to our title sponsor, Sholo Ford. Best place to buy your next car, truck, van, or SUV is at Sholo Ford. They're on the east end of the Deuce. Stop by and tell them you heard them on iTalk 106.7. They guarantee the lowest price on a new Ford truck, car, or van in the state of Arizona. 4th down. Duros to the air, throws across the middle. It is caught. He's upended inside the 15-yard line.
Looks like he's got enough.
Yard to gain is the 12, and he'll be knocked down at the 12-yard line. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, 1st down for Safford. 8 seconds left, and Safford calling a timeout.
But they have 2 left. Now they have 1 left, but the scoreboard is completely wrong. They never gave them their 3 for the second half, and Snowflake coaches are confused, but it's not 3 for the game. No, they got 1 more.
21-14. Round Valley still on top of Sholo. 10 minutes left in that contest, though. Sholo making it a 1-touchdown ball game. Last score we had in Winslow was
28-0.
28-0 Blue Ridge over Winslow.
Yep. A lot of turnovers for scores for the Yellow Jackets.
I want to mention that our Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game coming up here at the end of the contest. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile. Also our Deemer's Glass shattering hit of the game, brought to you by Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Call 1-888-GLASSMAN for quality glass at affordable prices. 8 seconds left, 1st and 10. Duros in trouble.
That's it.
He's going down.
That's ball game.
And that's your ball game.
Nope, they got 1 more timeout. They
called timeout?
Yeah. Yeah, but there was 2 seconds when they called it. Yeah, Snowflake needs to come back, because that's not it.
They got the timeout called.
Yeah, they got 1 more timeout.
So they're going to have to put 2 seconds back on the clock, or maybe 1. Payson Carden will be credited with the sack.
But yeah, there's still 2
Duros
seconds.
goes down. Snowflake fans to their feet, ready to celebrate here.
You guys, Snowflake coaches, you got to blame your scoreboard operator, because they never reset the timeouts at the half. So the Snowflake, Safford does have 1 more timeout. So now Safford is out of timeouts.
All right, timeout, Safford. And I think there was 2 seconds left, but tomato.
Yep. You can rewind it at home.
Second down.
Oh, jeez.
Second and about 13. Now Snowflake calls timeout. and Snowflake fans are ready to go home.
Well, yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Well, I think both teams. Stafford wants to score, and Snowflake wants to keep a scoreless game.
They're trying to count the timeouts for the official, but the problem is that you get 3 a half, and Safford called 3. They called 2 in the first half. They've called 3 in the second half, and Coach Solomon's having to correct his own coach regarding it.
All right, so now they're out of timeouts.
Now they are out of timeouts.
Second down and about 13 to go. Ball at the 16-yard line.
Middle of the field. It's probably the best place for Safford to attack.
Duros in trouble. Flushed. Moves left. Throws.
Oh, he
caught.
got it.
Touchdown.
Well, is he inbounds?
Arvizo. Yep. He's inbounds. Touchdown. Safford gets a score at the end of the game, and they'll have an untimed down here.
Well, that's the...
And so for the Safford Bulldogs, that's, I think, something that they're going to be able to take and work on and work from. That's I think that's a big touchdown, to be honest.
And perhaps, Snowflake kind of, I don't want to say rubbed it in a little bit, but there's potential onside kick, and they did run the ball to score their third one at least, but.
Torrio on for the point after try. It's got plenty of distance, and it is good. So the point after try is good. So the final score will be 22-7. Snowflake with a 2-touchdown win over the Safford Bulldogs. We'll be back to recap it for you. Our Sunrise Park Resort post-game comments and our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game, along with our Beeler Orthodontic straight line play of the game and our Deemer's glass shattering hit of the game, all coming up next here on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide at iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Welcome back to Snowflake High School. Final score 22-7. Snowflake with the victory over the Safford Bulldogs. And just real quick, we'll take you through the scoring recap for you. It was Turly on the first score of the game late in the second quarter. 38 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Turly, a 6-yard carry on a short field for Snowflake, a 2-point conversion. Ramage to Turly, and it's 8-0 headed into the third. Another short drive for Snowflake late in the third quarter. 51-yard drive, capped off by a 19-yard carry by David Brimhall. The PAT was no good, and the score was 14-0 going into the fourth quarter. A 2-yard carry by David Brimhall, again capping off a short field drive. Ramage to Turly on the 2-point conversion, and it's 22-0 where we thought the game would end, but Safford in the final. As we await a interview with some of the Snowflake players and head coach Kay Solomon, we want to thank you for tuning in. We do have some statistics as Mike Caldwell kept some pretty clean books for us here tonight. Mike, what do you got?
Well, I just kind of,
he just doubled the stats from the first half.
Hey, that's a good idea, though, Mike. So Ethan Ramage actually had a pretty good game for his first start. He ended up being 11 for 16, 117 yards. He did have 2 picks. And then, of course, David carries for 90 yards and 2 TDs. And then Snowflake really limited them on the defense.
Go get him, Lobos. Fight, fight, fight. Get him high, hit him low. Come on, Lobos. Let's go.
And that's, we're watching Snowflake here in their celebration of the victory. Turly's going to
He's
round
the wood. He's bringing the wood
to Sparks.
Yeah.
And tradition here at Snowflake High School. And hopefully we'll get a chance. It's not as much as we are used to seeing, but I think that there was probably at least one that was of significant value to the course of the game.
Yeah, there were some big, a couple of big plays. Was Ramage finding Patterson in the flats a couple times on some big plays, but the one that kind of sealed the deal, I think, tonight and kind of broke the back of the Safford Bulldogs was on a 3rd and forever, over 20 yards, and Snowflake ran a inside screenplay to David Brimhall, and he took it about 25 yards and got a big first down. Snowflake went on to take that one into the end zone as a scoring drive, and so that to me was the play that that set the rest of the tone and kind of sealed the win for the Snowflake Bulldogs when they were able to go up 2 scores with the way their defense was playing. So straight line, the Beeler orthodontic straight line play of the game is the screen pass to David Brimhall.
Time now for our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store Player of the Game, brought to you by the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. Best selection of hunting, hiking, camping, and fishing gear is found at the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. They're south of Pine Top on Highway 260, the right-hand side of the road just before you get to the Honda Resort and Casino. Check them out. They've got some great stuff out there, and our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store Player of the Game is David Brimhall tonight. Hats off to him. Yeah. He had a great night.
Absolutely, just phenomenal job running the ball. The quiet player of the game really to me was Ramage. He did a great job of managing the game, made passes that he knew he could make, and really did a pretty good job. I know
1-888-GLASSMAN. That's 1-888-GLASSMAN. And there were some pretty good hits out there tonight. We saw some good contact, a lot of physical play. A lot of it was hard to see, but there was certainly some good stuff out there.
Right at the line of scrimmage, a lot of them. You know, you had Patterson on the interception lower his head right into the quarterback, Mason Duros. Actually knocked him out of the game.
Snowflake teammates. Well, I'm not sure if we're going to get an interview. Oh, we got an interview here. Let's. Looks like we're going to have an interview with the new quarterback, Ethan Ramage. And we'll go downstairs and check in with Ron Everingham. Ron?
Well, we're still gathering up some players here. We got Ethan Ramage and David Brimhall, and they're coming over here.
We couldn't finish. We made some mental mistakes, and it was our first game. I think we should fix that up, and we'll be a lot better throughout the season.
Okay, David, you played a great game. You're our player of the game. Congratulations. How did you think you guys played tonight?
Not happy with the execution tonight. Case Solomon's going to be got his work cut out for him, really. This whole coaching staff's going to have a lot to work on as we go back down to Ron with a head coach, Case Solomon. Ron, go ahead.
Coach, great.
Coach Solomon for taking some time with us. We thank the entire staff of Snowflake High School for allowing us to be here and to bring this to you. Kevin Standerfer, the athletic director, longtime athletic director here at Snowflake High School, who is also an Eastern Arizona College football player. A lot of EAC football players here tonight. Hjalmerson is one of those, and Scribner's dad was here tonight.
Safford again, they got a lot to work on as well, and I don't know who their opponent is next week, but they're going to need a little bit of a break, gain some confidence. They got a little confidence there at the end, able to score, and as Coach Solomon did, they did move the ball at times, but just the difference in speeds between the two teams was night and day, I think, tonight, and that really was the difference in tonight's game.
Well, that's going to wrap things up for us here tonight. Once again, the final 22-7. The Bulldogs, who travel to Snowflake, go away with the loss here tonight. The Lobos open their season 1-0. Presumably, Blue Ridge has beaten Winslow now. The last score there was 28-0 late in that contest. Round Valley Round Valley beats Sholo tonight, 21-14 at Sholo High School. And St. John's wins their game big over Tempe Prep. That was a 28-0.
34-6, I think.
At about the third quarter. Was it 34-6?
Yeah,
was the last score we had?
Our last score.
So mountain teams all seem to be winning tonight, with exception to the Sholo Cougars. 47-12 was the final. For Mike Caldwell, our spotter and statistician, and Mike Reneel, our color commentator, and our entire crew, we want to say thank you. A special thanks to our in-studio producer tonight, Ashley Harley. Our technical director is Talicia Stone Street. And unfortunately, I don't have a list of all the names, but we'll thank Jimmy Maxwell, Michael and Ashley Drayden.
This has been an iTalk 106.7 Sports Exclusive, presented by Sholo Ford. High school football is also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Black Diamond Auto Glass, Sunrise Park Resort, Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Summit Regional Medical Center, Octopus Car Wash, and Mountain Mobile Auto Glass. This is a copyrighted broadcast. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or reuse of this program without the express written consent of iTalk 106.7 and Country Mountain Airwaves is expressly prohibited. For more information about this game and others around the region, go to italk1067.com.